Logan, Lord, what a young'un. Old Logan, he's all about the Marine Corps. He spoke at our reunion. He lost his father in 2014. His father was killed by a murderer. And, his father and his K9 dog, Logan's father was in the wildlife police force, was tracking a guy. Logan's father got killed. Logan's mama got diagnosed with cancer about the same time. And he was 7 years old. Think about that. And then Logan is just, he loves the Marine Corps. He shames some of us when he can sing all three courses of the Marine Corps Kim and we can't. But he's just a great little guy. I take him fishing a lot. He got him a wonderful stepdaddy now. Wonderful man. He stands right beside old Logan and does his thing. So Logan is just a terrific young man, as we all know. And he does love the Marine Corps.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli.
I just want to thank everybody for the opportunity that y'all have given Logan to be a part of this reunion celebration of the Marine Corps. And I want to thank y'all personally for the sacrifices that y'all have made and for the contribution that you've given to this country for our freedoms that we enjoy today. Logan idolizes the veterans. Anywhere we go, if we go to Lowe's or the grocery store or Walmart, Logan's always looking for somebody that's got a veteran hat or shirt on. Logan will go up to them and shake their hand, thank them for their service, and he wants to know where they served, what they've done, things like that. Logan's a big history buff, especially on wars in Vietnam and World War II. There was one time that we were at Lowe's and there were two World War II veterans. Logan was just standing off in the shadows and listening in. And those two veterans, old men, they were talking about a little skirmish that they had been in, and they couldn't remember the date. And Logan stepped up and he said, "Excuse me, sir." He said, "Were you talking about such and such?" That man said, "Yes, son, we are." He said, "Well, that was in 1943 to 1944, and those men were blown away." Logan had a project. They had to write about an influential person that has changed the world. He wanted to do it on his dad, so he did. And I just wanted to read the paper to you today, just to let you know where Logan's at and where his mind's at, where his heart is. My dad has always been the type of person that never gave up. I remember when my dad coached my basketball team and I would want to give up. He would say, "Son, do not ever give up, because if you give up now, then you will be taking the easy way out, and that's no way to live." When my dad got the call on March 12, 2014, he was off work that day, but he went in anyway because that was his job and they needed him. He and K9 Morrows was one of the best trackers around. When he got there, he said, "What do you need me to do?" The sheriff that was there said, "We have a murder suspect that has killed his parents and fled into the woods." Without hesitation, my dad replied as a law enforcement officer and said, "I can find him." So my dad and his K9 went knowing that there was danger, but went anyway. There was another K9 handler there that day. She was going to go down this path, and I think that my dad had a feeling that the suspect was down that path. And the K9 handler, well, it was her first day on the job, and my dad had experience, so he told her that he would go down that path. So my dad goes down the path, and it was so windy that day that it makes it hard for a K9 to track. The scent mushrooms like a heavy cloud. And before Morrows could alert which way to go, the suspect was hiding behind a tree, and he shot my dad and his K9. The suspect ran, and just a short time after, the state troopers found the suspect, and he opened fire on the troopers, and they did the same. And the suspect went down and drew his last breath. I believe that it takes real perseverance to go to a call when it's your day off. So people may say that my dad did not change the world. Maybe not, but he changed McDowell County along with several other counties and states. Every person that knew him will tell you what a good man he was, and a hero with heart. I will tell you over and over that he changed my life, and for the better. I am so proud to call my dad my hero. Each day I ask myself, how can I live my life like my dad? One thing about my dad, he loved his family and his job. He loved to educate and teach people right from wrong. He put his heart into making a difference. One time I remember when I was not trying my best on my homework, he said, "Logan, perfect practice makes perfect." What that means to me is, when you practice, do your very best and it will come natural. Because of my dad's passing, the law enforcement has changed trainings to help others with canines to make sure that what happened to my dad doesn't happen to them. I have persevered every day of my life ever since March 12th, 2014. So people say, I know what it feels like to lose someone. Well, let me tell you something. You may know what it feels like to lose someone, but have you lost your dad at age 7? Well, the same year my dad died, my mom got cancer and has to go to the doctor every Tuesday. And I have to worry if my mom is going to be okay or if I'm going to lose her too. Worrying every day if her cancer is getting better or worse. I've gotten to go with my mom to the doctor's office, and it breaks my heart to see what she has to go through. It will bring tears to my eyes. I hope to change the world by going into the Marine Corps and serving my country. I am willing to lay down my life in order for the men and women that I serve with, that they may come home to their families. I also hope to protect every American citizen so that they may have their freedoms. And I hope by serving my country and being a Marine Corps sniper that I can change the world for the better.
My name is Logan Crisp, and I am 11 years old. But next month I'll be 12, and I live in the Sugar Hill area of Marion, North Carolina, sir.
What excites you about being with these Marines that served in Vietnam?
Well, a number of things. It's just a special feeling. Like it's a little hard to explain because it's like I have such a passion for the Marine Corps and veterans, and also hearing the stories.
Now, how did you get connected with these veterans?
Well, sir, Harold Wilson is the grandfather of one of my good friends named Ty Allison, and me and him are on the 4-H shooting team. They told me about Harold's reunion. Well, I got invited, and they let me do the Marine Corps hymn and the Ragged Old Flag.
When you said they let you do it, do you sing it?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to sing it tonight?
Yes, sir, I plan to, sir.
That's outstanding. So you're 11 and going to be 12. What are you going to do when you turn 18?
Join the Marine Corps, sir. And I plan to be in the Special Forces and be a sniper, sir.
Well, I believe that you will be. Now, how do your friends feel about you wanting to be a Marine?
Well, sir, one of my friends wants to be in the Army, and, me and him have conversations about the Marine Corps and the Army, just being friends and all.
What do you do to learn about the Marines? Do you read books?
I talk to veterans, and Carl Marlantis that is here tonight, he wrote this book called Matterhorn, and I read it a lot, and then I also watch documentaries about it, sir.
What do you find most fascinating about being a Marine?
Well, they just have a distinctive, thing that separates them from different branches of the military.
So how do your parents feel about you wanting to be a Marine?
They support me all the way, sir.
Was your father or mother ever in the military?
No, sir. But I had a grandfather that was in the Green Berets.
So what do you do when you're not learning about being a Marine and not at school?
Well, I like to hunt, fish, trap, and farm, sir.
What kind of farming do you do?
I have a garden, and I have Black Angus cattle, and chickens, and pigs, and goats, sir.
Do you have a favorite farm animal?
All of them, sir.
All of them.
Yep, they're all my favorite.
Do you name them?
On occasions, like I have a chicken. Her name, she has like little dots on her, so I named her Dots.
That's wonderful. What have you found at this 50th anniversary that you didn't know before? What did you learn from some of these veterans that you've been talking to?
I'll give you an example. Their symbol, the 1st Battalion, 4th Marine symbol, I really didn't know what it meant, but last night someone explained it to me, and I know it a whole lot better than what I knew.
Can you tell us what it means?
Well, sir, it says God, country, Corps, and duty. And God always means, like, they always put God first. And then they always respect their country and their freedoms that they're fighting for. And they love their Corps, and they will always be true to their duty, sir.
So for the next 6 years until you reach the 18th birthday, do you think you'll still carry the torch to become a Marine in Special Forces?
Oh, yes, sir, all the way, sir.
Well, one of the best ways you can learn is what you're doing, being with these veterans that actually fought in the battle.
Oh, yes, sir.
And is there anything else you want to tell us about your excitement of being a future Marine?
Well, there's just like this something inside of me that I can't really explain that drives me to be the best.
What is one of the Marine Corps greetings? What do they say to each other?
Semper Fi,
What does Semper Fi mean?
always faithful.
Always faithful. Well, Logan, I wish you the very best in the next several years and as you pursue your U.S. Marine Corps career. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, sir.